Okay, hey, Nick Collier here. We have neglected to film this last little part of this process, and so what I'm going to do is just kind of walk you through it. So it's pretty simple. I cut three segments, well actually eight legs, and I rounded up a bunch of square head bolts, and I put a plug of steel in the center here to give myself a little bit of height. And that kind of brought it in like this. So then I came in with the MIG welder and tacked just these little corners together and created the triangle. And then once I got the triangle created, I took out the plug, set the thing back on the table, and pushed my nuts up against the end here, and then just welded that, and then came back in and welded the backside too. So I got a good strong bolt hole there, mainly because the wood stoves themselves are fairly light. They probably, by the time I get done, they weigh maybe 15 or 20 pounds, and so they can get knocked over easily. And so I created the little holes in the end here so we could bolt it to, whoever bought them could bolt it to the floor, and that way it's locked in and good and solid. So now we're going to go, and I've cut the single leg, and we're going to put those together, and then run a couple of beads right on the inside there on both sides, and then this goes on top of here like that, and it welds together to the legs, and that gives us our basic base. Now from this point then I build the little strap that kind of comes up, and I'm probably going to build that a little later on today, and then we go move forward. And it turns out that I had a guy call this morning. You know, these wood stoves have been kind of sitting around for about a year and a half. Nobody's even looked at them, and all of a sudden the last couple of weeks, of course it is autumn, and people have been building their little cabins out in the woods, and now they're kind of getting cold because it is a little chilly out. As you can notice, I got some warm clothes on, and they see this wood stove on Craigslist, and I've got probably, I don't know, what have I got in the last week or so, 4 or 5 orders. So things are kind of moving along fairly smoothly here. All right, so we're going to move into that. We're going to weld those together, and we'll go ahead and film the welding of those for the moment, and then we'll move forward. Now, just as I thought, a couple of little blocks in the back of that, little steel blocks in the back, and this thing all holds together real nicely. So that's going to be a pretty easy deal here. And since we're dealing with 1/4 inch, I'm going to turn this up to, let's say 5.5 or so, and turn on the gas, put on the helmet. Maybe we'll put a glove on just to kind of keep that hand safe a little bit. And then basically I'm going to just come into the back here and tack weld this together for the moment. Okay, that's more than a tack, but I'm not going to do a full weld. That's pretty much what I meant. Do the same thing here. Come on. All right, we got a pretty tight weld there, and just a couple of beads, and we're pretty well set to go. But I want to come in and just throw a quick bead on the other side of this. So we're going to come in from this direction. just a fast speed on both sides. Oops. Okay, that's got us a basic base, and that'll go on top of there. Boom, like that. Give us a little bit of style, kind of a sweep back look to it. Let me give you a view of this one right here, and that's going to give you the sweeped back look of the leg. Okay, so we're going to continue on with this process, and I'm going to do 8 more of those, or 7 more of those, and I'll be back. I'm going to try an interesting little trick here. I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to work. The problem has been that, you know, making this arc here has been always a problem. I do it on the anvil, and it's just a, you know, pain in the butt. So I'm going to try putting it in the bender here as a single unit, and then cutting off each piece as I go. Now I know that we got some straps on the lathe, and we're going to have some dingleberries here and there. But there's our piece. Now all we have to do is shape it down here, but I think that's going to be fine. So now let's run it through again. Oh, first let's take a measurement here. And now the interesting thing is that the strap is so thin that it tends to slip in the press. Plus, I have it pretty well adjusted down as tight as I can get it, and so it slips in the press. I have to actually push it through, and then also help this get over the top just a little bit. There we go. But it seems like it's doing the trick as long as I muscle it through. Let's see, where's 19 inches? Right there. Let's take it on a little further and cut the next one. Now I could sit here with a hacksaw, a hand hacksaw, and try to cut that, but geez, that would just drive me crazy. There's one more. Quick and easy. Take it to the next step. Pop that right over the top. Keep bringing it in. Next. I'm going to get a little board to protect my ways here. I mean, why not? Jeez, come on, look at the great old lathe. All right. And it doesn't take much to cut it. Whoa, slow down here. Come on. piece number 4 on the hit parade. Here comes number 5. Number 6 is going to be probably the last one, at least in this. In this strip, and I think this is my only strip that we'll get through. There we go. And that's going to leave us about a little bit. Come on, get back on there. I think that's going to do it. Now, put the wrench back on here. Loosen the whole thing back up. And we've got ourselves another one. All right, this is a quick layout here. It's not going to be any big deal, but we'll go ahead and lay it out and get a feel for it. Can you see the lines? Yeah, you can see the line. So it's a 2-inch strap, so we're going to cut that in half. 1 inch. And then come in with a 45 and do a strike at a 45. And another one at another 45. It's pretty simple. And then I come in and run a line across there so I know where I've ended up, and then strike another 45 right there, and another one there, and then come in and cut that a little short. Then from here to here, I want to come down about 2 inches. So I'm just going to mark it, drop down about 2, and strike my line. And the same with this side. Where are we at? There we go. And come down to 2 and strike my line. And there is basically my shape. So now we take it over to the saw. And in reality, I made one a few minutes ago and I forgot to film it, so I filmed this one just for you. I made this one a couple of minutes ago, and this is a short piece, and what I'm going to do is use this as a pattern. So I'm going to cut this out real carefully and really do a good job, and then also file it and clean up the edges and make it round, and then drill a hole through it so I can hang it up somewhere and know that this is my pattern, and I don't have to do a layout on every one of them. So let's take it over to the saw and saw it up. This is a pretty simple deal. We're just going to come in and cut this piece. Yep, a little bit more. little bit crooked there. See if we can save it. There we go. I got one. A little bit awkward with the camera here, but we're going to see if we can get around that. There we go. Number 3. A little bit high. And the last one, and we're not going to be able to get in there so easily, but we'll figure it out. So now, basically, I think the best thing to do is go ahead and just flip it upside down and measure the 2 inches around back. Bring my scale in and draw a line. Now it's going to be a little tough because it's got a half circle going here, but I think I can do it. There's a line. We'll do one on the other side. Oops. Let's bring a second line in here. Yep. All right, now we just come back around the back side. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, looks like it might be best just to come from the back side for the whole thing. Except it's going to hit right there. Let's see how we do. There's our piece. Now, if I had a really nice pattern torch or plasma cutter with a cam on it, ooh man, I could really whip that out. So at this point I'm going to go ahead and cut off a bottom section here and then drill a hole in that, and this is going to be my my master. So we're going to take this over to the grinder and just square up these edges and make them nice and round them over a little bit and you know, get it to its nice place. And then drill a hole in it so I can hang it somewhere and come back to it.